Hello everyone and welcome to Orange University. Tonight on a very special Christmas Eve episode, we're gonna play Gifts Ungiven. So this deck is inspired by the festival quest thing that says you have to give your opponent gifts and also sacrifice food. So I thought what would be the best way to go about that than to have this wonky deck that just makes food, gives food to our opponent, and then eventually give them our Demonic Pact. So yeah, what's Christmas if not for a Demonic Pact here or there? So that's the whole idea of this deck. Now, of course, it's the Cat Pack deck everyone's very familiar with. We have Demonic Pact, we got Harmless Offering. We give our opponent our Demonic Pact when it's on its last mode, and our opponent on their turn, they gotta choose to lose the game, and then they lose the game. So that is... Let me put it over here. All there is to the Cat Pack combo, but to back that up, we also put in 4 Demonic Greed that we can also give our opponent, or Demonic Greed. It's kind of, right? It's Greed's Gambit. 4 mana, when this enchantment enters, we draw 3 cards, gain 6 life, and get 3 2/1 bats with flying. But at the end of turn, we have to discard a card, lose 2 life, and sack a creature. And if we ever lose Greed's Gambit, if Greed's Gambit ever leaves the battlefield, doesn't say die, if it ever leaves, gets bounced, exiled, no matter what, you gotta discard 3 cards, lose 6 life, and sack 3 creatures. So everything you gain, you lose right away to the leave the trigger. But that's fine, because we're going to get all of the benefits, then we're going to give it to our opponent, and then they're going to get all the downsides. So the good old Illusion of Grandeur donate combo in Standard. But, of course, that's not the only way we give our opponent. We also have another gift in Stillskin, Moogle Merchant. This is what makes this deck work. A 1 mana, 1/2, lifelink Moogle, legendary creature that says, tap 2 and a tap, we give target opponent another target permanent you control, which means you cannot give them Moogle. But when we do, we also get to draw a card. So even if we don't have Harmless Offering, you can give them Greed's Gambit or Demonic Pact with the Stillskin. And the best part about this is Stillskin looks very unassuming. So if our opponent doesn't get rid of Stillskin, when we get all the way up to 6 mana, we can have a 6 mana Greed's Gambit turn and give it to them right away. And when we do that, it's way better than waiting for 7 mana Greed's Gambit plus Harmless Offering, because that's, you know, a lot to ask for to get to 7 mana in Standard. 6 mana is also, you know, I don't think it's possible in normal Standard, but now we're going to talk about the rest of this deck that tries to make that happen. Number 1, we want to keep Stillskin alive, right? So we're going to have 4 Crumb and Get It. Very funny name card. Crumb and Get It, which gives a creature +2/+2, so saves Stillskin from like a burn. And it also, if we gift a food, the creature also gains Indestructible. So if they're doing any sort of kill spell, we can also give Stillskin Indestructible. Now, mainly it's in the deck because we give the food, and the whole point of the arena sort of festival achievement is to sack food. So we're helping our opponent also get to that achievement if they want to. So we give a food, and we also give a gift. So that's part of our achievement that we want to get. All right, so we want to give gifts. And then we also have 2 Soul Guide Lantern for 1-drop to exile graveyards. In case we meet up that Cavaro deck or any Lessons deck, this will be able to get rid of them. So that's our 1-drop. 2 drops or removal. So we got 4 Savor, which is just a 2 mana, -2/-2, and get a food, which might seem kind of really bad, right? But here's the thing. Get a food, we can donate that food and draw a card, we can sacrifice a food to bargain. So Savor is not the worst card in the world, but definitely is here because of the food theme. We also have Witch's Vanity. Destroy target creature, opponent control with mana value 2 or less, which is a lot of creatures in Standard nowadays. And then Chapter 2, we get to make food. Chapter 3, don't care. We get a roll or whatever. Funny thing though, you could donate your roll token. It will still be attached to whatever creature you have, but you can donate that token and draw a card. So that's not too bad, but mainly it's just there for Chapter 1, destroy a creature, and Chapter 2, make a food. So it's like 8 saviors. And then we have 4 Gumdrop Poisoner as our turn 3 play. So Gumdrop Poisoner also with the Adventure Site gets to draw us a card, which is nice, right? Oh no, make a food. I wish it draws a card. No, it gets to create us a food that we can sack to the Beseech the Mirror, which is nice. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, that's the whole idea. But all these food does give us a lot of lifelink and life gain. And those life gain do help Gumdrop Poisoner's ETB side to -X a creature. So that's another thing that we can consider. All that is here to help us survive against the early games. But once we do, Beseech the Mirror turn 4. 4 mana Beseech the Mirror is how we make this whole deck work. Because whatever we're missing at the moment, we can Beseech the Mirror and get exactly that card that we need. And the best part is, all these leftover food tokens, they can all go to Beseech the Mirror's bargain. And then that means for 4 mana, we get to play any card in our deck that costs 4 mana or less. That's the whole idea of the deck, and that is all there is. So, then for the land base, because we are a, what is it called? The Mardu, right? Black, white, and red. So we're going to have 22 lands, because I don't want to get too many lands in this deck, and it kind of just curve out to 4. We have 1 plain, 1 swamp, 4 Bleachbone Verge, and 4 Concealed Courtyard, 4 Godless Shrine. These are black, white mana, because the whole deck is mostly black-white. We get a little bit of red just for the Harmless Offering in 4 Blazemire Verge, which is fine, because it defaults to black. It's kind of like another swamp, right? We have 2 Sacred Foundry and 2 Sunbillow Verge. I want to have Sacred Foundry because this does help us activate all of our Verges. And then the Sunbillow Verge is fine. It's basically a plain because it defaults to white. And you can see here we don't have any black and... well, Bleachbone Verge is right here. We don't have any black and red shock lands because I don't think we need the shock land since the only red card is the Harmless Offering. So that's the whole idea of the deck. It's not the toppest tier deck, but it is for Christmas theme, and that's what we're here for. We're gonna give a little gift and have a little fun. Let's go into the games. All right, our opponent is Next Trap. Well, I guess I'm gonna activate his Next Trap card. We go first. We got Steelskin. Let's just throw it out there. What do I? Here's Rumpelstiltskin. Good little life giver. Don't kill it, please. Don't kill my Steelskin. He's cool. Look how chill he is. He's so chill. He's a little guy. He's getting shocked. I'm sad now. How could someone see a little Steelskin and decide to shock him? Oh, that's this deck. That's less fun. Our opponent does not know how to have fun. Alright, you know what? You can have that. I don't want it. No. Oh, wait. Do I have to pay? I had to pay too, huh? Alright, let's attack. I want to gain that life. I also want that food. I wanted to savor. Okay, to be fair, right? I wanted to give this. Well, I want to give this food and draw a card. I forgot to pay the mana. But honestly, I still probably would have still played Savor on my turn because it's only a -2/-2. And if our opponent plays like a land and then they play Stormchaser's Talon on the stack, I will have to respond or I will lose it, and that's really annoying. So I don't want that to happen. Do we draw the Blazemire Verge? Let's draw the Blazemire Verge. I won't play anything this turn, so let's just pass turn. They'll probably try to kill our Steelskin, right? Okay. I'm gonna give you a food. I don't know why I gave him a food. That was unnecessary. I would have got the plus anyways. He's gonna try to get his lessons up. But I gave him food. Maybe he cracked it. Maybe he's hungry and he wants to eat a food. Monument to Endurance. Oh boy. What are we doing here? Opponent is Christmas. Where's the spirit of gift giving? Oh, here's the spirit of Arts drawing really bad cards. Nice tapped out. I'm gonna Gambit. Boom. I'll draw 3. Now I gotta discard a card. Yep. Gotta sack a bat and lose 2 life. But that's fine. We got the Beseech. If they try too hard this turn, we can Beseech. If they don't try too hard this turn, well, our Mugo is gonna give him some stuff. Giving him a free discard every turn does trigger the Monument, so like I don't know how good that would be overall, but if we start building up the Grease Gambit, that would be a different story, right? At least that's the hope. He needs to kill the Steelskin, or he will lose to the Grease Gambit. I think he knows that. But let's see if he knows what else I might do. Wow. Wild. Alright, well he's gonna draw 2 cards, or 3 cards, right? And he didn't get a treasure too. No, wait, no, he did get a treasure. Yeah, it was like, that first draw came from the Artist's Talent. So, he drew a card from the Artist's Talent, then he's gonna draw 2 cards from Abandoned Attachment. But he has a Scar card. Alright, opponent, with your I want to play top tier deck. Wow, okay, this card says Monument. Best card in his deck? I don't need it. I don't need that to win. Okay, you still got the 1 land. Would you like to shock me? He has to shock this turn, or he's gonna eat a Grease Gambit, and he won't like that one bit. I think he won't like that one bit. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe he's also greedy. I'll also give him a free discard every turn, right? Maybe he wants that. He is burning out his rope. Alright, he burned out the entirety of his rope. You can have this Gambit. I don't want it no more. I don't think I need the 3rd mana, so we can just have this into tap now. He's down to 10. And he's gonna take 2 damage every turn. We gotta kill Granny. He's trying to get Granny out. Granny does not have prowess, at least. I don't know who's thinking it would be to give Granny prowess, but thankfully Granny doesn't have prowess. Otherwise that would be insanely bad. If he does tap out without killing Stillskin though. Alright, I gotta kill Granny in response to them doing anything. So, they only have 2 in the graveyard. If they try to play a 3rd spell, we will have to shoot Granny down. Like the psychopaths that we are. Shooting a Granny. How could it? He's gonna kill our Moogle. Ah, you jerk. Alright, we're gonna shoot down the Granny. No reduction for mana cost for him. Now he can get the Monument triggered 3 times this turn, right? I think that might be his plan. Discards to draw 2 cards. But he will take 2 more damage. So we are throwing an overwhelming amount of cards at him. Maybe he will die before he gets to do much. 4 damage to our Stillskin. Gonna accumulate some knowledge, sure. And now he's gonna get another treasure. But he only has 2 more mana. Yep, 2 more mana. And he'll go down to 8. I attack him twice, he'll go down to 4. Well, attack him once with 2 creatures, he'll go down to 4. Discards Granny! Alright, yeah, I mean, don't you want your Granny, dude? Definitely attacking here. Maybe he burns my 2/1s. I mean, I did give him a lot of food, but food costs mana. And that deck, the only counterspell they have is Quench. I don't know how many Quenches they are. Oh, wow, okay. Just crack their Wisdom right there. Not sure about that. I can also just get the Exile Graveyard card. That would ruin his day, wouldn't it? I mean, okay, I don't know if I want to, because Grease Gambit also just draws 3 cards. And puts a lot more pressure on him, and he is tossing away all his Granny. What would you like to do there? Make a treasure to burn? No, he's tapped out. Alright, well. I'm just gonna put a lot of things on board. I did get a Crumb though. Alright, discard the Godless Shrine. Sack one of the bats. He probably has another eye rolls demonstration, but the Grease Gambit's already taking him down to 2 this turn. And he has to kill me in 2 turns. He has no way of getting rid of Grease Gambit, okay? He wants to level 2 it. I'm not sure about that. That's 4 of your mana this turn. He's gonna get eye roll. Which one do you want to do? Just choose one, right? Deal 1 damage to all my creatures. That's fine. He thinks I care about that 1 damage. He's wrong. Now what? You have 2 more mana. And I'm gonna give you another Grease Gambit. He can't let it go to my turn. And if he burns his mana to kill the Stillskin this turn, I could respond. Now he burns mana. Now he's tapped out. Have a food. Indestructible Stillskin. Now what? Now you're in a conundrum, aren't you? Okay, our opponent is roping. He needs to discard a card to draw a card, and at best, he'll get a treasure. If he tries to bounce my Grease Gambit, I guess that's a play, but that's not even that good of a play. Well, I will have to sack the Stillskin, but his Grease Gambit will get him. Alright, he's just out of cards. He didn't get a treasure either. Alright, discard a card. Oh, he already got a treasure. He can only make me lose 3 life. Cool beans. You can have the second Grease Gambit. Why? Let's all get super greedy. Did I just Demonic Pact him? Yeah, let's just Demonic Pact him. So the Demonic Pact will deal 4 damage to him. He has to deal 20 damage this turn to win. This deck doesn't have haste. Just has a lot of graveyard shenanigans. I mean, I could have also searched for a graveyard exile and just get rid of all this, so I don't have to worry too much. I don't think he has enough mana to get the double monument out. He has to level this up to 2 and play Granny. That would make monument cost 1. And that would mean he has to have all those? Oh, whoops. That's not how this card works. Do you got a Stifle? Because you gotta lose 6 life. I mean, he said to choose to discard 3 cards before his death, so we'll let him do that. He activated his own trap card. I gave him a gift. It's the season of giving. And he gave himself death.
Secret tunnel.
Ah, explode. Alright. Our opponent is Seb Kaiser. He's also a festive fighter. Alright. Fellow connoisseur of the festivities. We go first. Not much to go on here, but I do have a Gumdrop Poisoner, so I'm gonna do it. I'm insane. Maybe I'll get somewhere. Mulligan? I don't like that. People who mulligan instead of trying to win. Meanwhile, here I am with my poisoning gumdrops and cards of that nature. I actually have no card draw in this deck other than the Greed's Gambit, and when I draw cards, I kind of cry. So, this will be fun. Yeah, I don't need to do this. It's an instant. Ah. Fellow connoisseur of the Bleachbone Verge type. Well, we'll play this. It's faster. I'm never gonna sack this food, of course. That would be dumb. Oh, you're not gonna do anything? Well, joke's on you, because I'm gonna do stuff. I'm an insane person. Do I want to drop the Sacred Foundry for whatever reason? Because I don't need to, right? I don't need red. Let's drop our Gumdrop Poisoner. Do they also have a Gumdrop Poisoner? Ah, Pectramos. Hey, we could have killed that! -X, -X. Totally couldn't gotten there. That's fine. He wants to exile stuff. But this is kind of risky, because he can exile our Demonic Pact and stuff, so I don't want to just throw it out willy-nilly. Instead, let's just Demonic Pact. Can't block. Gain some life. Have a good cushion. I will need 8 mana for the Greed's Gambit Beseech the Mirror play. Right now, I don't have 8 mana, so... My graveyard! You monster! Alright, let's... I would just like to draw some cards. Card draw is always nice. Double Beseech. Well, either way it's going to come into play tap, so I don't think it matters too much. Yeah, we're just gonna really savor this Ketramos. What if I don't play anything? Mister, I want to exile everything? Oh, he's gonna kill my Demonic Pact. You jerk! No. Not gonna kill my Demonic Pact. Well, I'm gonna kill Ketramos, but mainly I want to eat some food. You discard 2 cards. You have too many cards. Would you like to kill my Demonic Pact? Oh. Ah. Well, I'm gonna Greed's Gambit probably and see what I draw. And he's just gonna pop my Gambit, then I gotta discard my cards. Yeah, I mean, it's... I draw the cards anyway, so... Not the biggest deal, I think. Show him the Moogle. Now I gotta discard the... No, I can discard the land, right? I don't need that 8 mana play no more, so I'll discard the land. This is technically 2 cards in 1, so I can make a food to sack to triple Beseech the Mirror. I can really, really beseech this. Authority of the Console. I was a little late for that. Really? You know I'm gonna give you a Demonic Pact, right? Okay. Well, we'll go to my turn. 4 damage to you. You can have this. I shall also offer you this. Our opponent's in the game. I gave him so much gifts. I'm such a nice guy. GG. Ha! GG, said Kaiser. I don't know what their deck did, but it didn't do that. Alright, our opponent is Lord Schemo. Schemo? Wow, last game I had 3 lands. This game I have 1. Do I keep a 1-lander? In this deck with no card draw whatsoever? That seems pretty dumb, right? Avatar. Like, I got a kill spell, but no, like, I can't. Alright, well, this is the 3-lander. What do I even throw back? Savor? Dude, really? We're gonna fight this? Jeez. Alright. Sounds fun. Our opponent goes first. They are the enchantment deck, which means that we're just kind of dead to most things. We're gonna vend some spellbooks. Alright, of course, we can't let him vend any spellbooks, but that gotta go. Now I can create a Wicked Row if I do draw the lands. And if I don't draw the lands, I'm just screwed. So let's see what they do. They could also shelter the Witch's Vanity, which would be the dumbest thing ever. I cannot imagine them doing that. Second spellbook Vendor. We're just gonna be taking some damages. Can I draw a land though? Nope. I can create a food token, but I definitely cannot draw a land. Let's see if they want to vend their spellbooks. You see coming after it? Oh my god. Why would you ever... Yo, buddy. No. That's not how the game plays. Alright, pay to 1. Guess we gotta kill that. Pretty sure there's a shelter by Ghost. The question is, what would I take? Alright, well, I don't think I can afford. Yeah, I don't think I can afford to Grease Gambit this turn, because it would not get us anywhere. That would mean that I have to take second Witch's Vanity. Try to get him off creatures, right? The less creatures he has, the less chance he has for Shelter by Ghost. And Shelter by Ghost is how I lose. Oh, it didn't matter. Still has creatures. I do get a food token. Let's go Grease Gambit. Three, 2. Yeah, this is the problem with the Grease Gambit, is that if I can't get greedy enough on the turn it comes in, I kind of just lose the greed. Now, I can hope he has no shelter, but come on now. I'm not done. So, how do we play out of this? We gotta discard 3 cards. I can't imagine what I discard here. Everything but the Beseech. But then what can I even get out with the Beseech? I can Beseech out... I don't know. There's not much I can Beseech out. I don't have a Day of Judgment or something in the deck. So yeah. A -2/-2 does kill it, but I do need to draw a land to even get there. And then another Shelter by Ghost will get me. Oh my god! No, we can still do it, to be fair. If he just freaking... Wow, okay. That's insane. We're gonna get an insane boost because our opponent is bad at the game. He didn't see it coming. Alright, this is just gonna double strike, right? We're gonna totally take 4 here. No blocks. I'll take the 4. No problemo. Just letting me have this. I don't got no life left, but... I think I sack a food. I have a lot of food. I sack a food. I was thinking about sacking a row, but sacking a food is fine. Okay, you can have this Grease Gambit. It's nothing but weigh me down. Alright, go get your double strike on. If I draw another land, I can actually Grease Gambit into Poisoner. That's -6. He double strike the Spellbook Vendor. Sure. Feathered. No, okay. I mean, you can fly if you want, but you know I also fly. What's next? You want to Shelter by Ghost? Ethereal Armor. I don't think they have Trample, so... He's gonna vend some books. Sure thing, buddy. Double attack is not smart, and I'll show him why. Secret tunnel! Here's why. My bats fly, so block here. Block here will kill this. Boom. Oh no, first strike! My creatures are all gone! Whatever will I do? Make a poop. Now Grease Gambit is gonna make you discard a card and sack a creature. There goes your spellbook. All those pumps! GG. And that is how the game ended. So, do I want to Grease Gambit him? Or do I just want to double Gumdrop? I'm greedy. I got a Still Skin? Good enough. We'll put a Soul Guide Lantern out, just because I have mana. Let's exile... the only card that might look scary. Scarlet Lantern, sack this. I'm at 16. He's at 17. He needs to have a Shelter by Ghost this turn. He needs to play a creature into Shelter by Ghost. And then even if he does, the creature dies and then I'll Grease Gambit it back. Seam Rib. Right. Seam Rib does Moogle. He's looking at the Seam Rip, right? Yeah, it makes no sense to Seam Rip the Soul Guide Lantern. Now, I also have to sack a creature every turn, but I'm faster than him. GG! No game, Lord Skimmel. Alright, our opponent is Rabino Lopez. Hello, Rabino. We go first. Oh, that's a lot of Still Skins. 2 lands. Not even a 3-land trap, just start off with 2 lands. See how we do. This is how we do. Mono white. Mono white life gain. Yo. Let me show you life gain. I could have played the Godless Shrine there, but I don't want to get punished by drawing another fast land. So, I don't really care about taking the life damage. I'm going to make a food. So I can donate my food. Verge. I can start Demonic Packing against Mono White life gain. Actually, it's not Mono White, it's Orzhov? Orzhov Bat. Well, what can he take here? He can't take all of them. Every one of these cards is pretty fire. And if I attack and it does nothing, I can also kill the bat with the Poisoner. So we got plenty of things going on. I would say he takes Beseech. Maybe he takes the Pack. Those two are the good cards, right? I would not imagine him taking Still Skin or the Offering. Yeah, he takes the Pack. Okay. Unfortunately, that was the card that I wanted to play this turn, so guess we're gonna have to attack. Since he let me attack, I gain a life, so his back can go away. Now, if he wants to bat us again, we're gonna have to do something else. I'm not sure what else I can do, but hey, you know, he doesn't know what I have. Exemplar of Light. Wild. Okay. Okay, he wants to draw some cards. Do we go with the Demonic Pact? And then he just removes the pack? Then I'm kind of behind if he does that, right? No, I think I do that. If he spends his mana removing the pack this turn, that's good for me because next turn I want to Grease Gambit. And if I draw an untapped land, Zoraline? Okay. He's going to bring back the bat. That's fine too. I mean, bringing back the bat doesn't do anything because I can just shoot it down with Demonic Pact. Yeah, I don't know. If I draw untapped land anywhere, that opens up the 6 mana play, which is the Grease Gambit plus Moogle. And that is a very painful turn for our opponent. That's not the card I was afraid of. Alright, we'll have to take 6 though. That is a lot. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. Thankfully, Gumdrop Poisoner is life gain. So, I don't need to deal damage. I think I draw cards this turn. Godless Shrine. I don't know why the draw was so slow. Okay, since I got the Godless Shrine and the Bleachbone Verge, I think we do this. We start with a Poisoner attack. I want to gain that life. Let's get greedy. You can have this Grease Gambit. Now I got to discard a card. I'm at 25. He has Zoraline, but you know, I'm fine with that. He has to discard a card every turn. And a Demonic Pact will be able to deal damage. I need to dig for an untapped land. That's why I did that. Otherwise, I'll 4 damage to Zoraline. Oh, I can't imagine if he kills the Grease Gambit right now. Just he'll be so far behind if he thinks that's the good play. Like, the Exemplar of Light is scary, but it's not even that scary because we can just sit here and tank until he's got nothing left. Essence Channeler? Essence Channeler is fine. It dies to the Witch's Vanity. He has no haste, or, yeah, he has no haste. He has no trample. My 2/1s can tank for a while. Yeah, I mean, I think that's all we need to do is just tank. Second Essence Channeler? I don't know why he played it afterwards. Those are pretty big creatures. Alright, the bat's not attacking, nor is Zoraline. That means I just need to chump once. He can gain all the life he wants. I would be surprised if he doesn't sack his Hylia. But if he sacks his Hylia, he can't play it, right? I think he wants to play it for the card draw. I don't know. He does sack the Hylia. 4 damage to Zoraline. I mean, I could also deal 4 damage to Essence Channeler, but I think it'll be okay. So what would be the play here? I don't have enough mana for a 8 mana play, which is what I want to do. So what I guess what I want to do this turn, I want to Witch's Vanity. I also want to Beseech, and I also want to give it away, but I can't do all of that. So definitely Witch's Vanity. Do I definitely Witch's Vanity? I could make a 6 mana play again. And then they'll have to sack 2 creatures a turn. But these Essence Channeler will get really big, right? If I play this 2 mana play, I don't really have another play. I don't really get anything out of it because we just put on a Deep Cavern Bat. So, you know what? There's a stick for his 1 mana. I wonder what it is. It's rope is what it is. Actually, yeah, I can just Witch's Vanity to Deep Cavern Bat at any point. I don't have to worry about not being able to give the last side of Demonic Pact away, because he's kind of out of cards too. He is roping us. Robino Lopez. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy, Lopez. Play the game as it's intended to. Or lose, you know? You get no honor. There's no lack of honor in just losing and leaving. That's how Arena is played. That's how all Magic is played. But there's always these crybabies that when they're not on the absolute dominant side, they just whine and bitch and moan about it. Okay. We shall Beseech Grease Gambit. I draw 3 more cards. You can have this Grease Gambit too. And I know attack. I gotta discard 3 cards. Yeesh. That's a lot of cards I gotta discard. 2, 3. We still have to Crumb and Get It. I got 4, technically 5 blockers if I had no flyer. So, yeah, 5 blockers. I got a Crumb and Get It so I can protect the card. Probably the Steel Skin, I'm not sure yet. He has to discard 2 cards at the end of his turn. He has to discard 2 cards because of Demonic Pact. I don't think he'll get out of this alive. He needs to deal 35 damage to me this turn, and I don't think he'll be able to do that either. I guess our little Moogle merchant brought us to save us the day. This is such a greedy combo because you just kill the Moogle greed and kill the Moogle, and that would be it, right? That would be the whole like plan crumbling off. But they never do it. They just don't think the 1/2 is, threatening enough, and well. That's why they're gonna have a Merry Christmas. GG, loser! Rubino Lopez, more like a Rubino loser. Welcome back, everyone. Now that you saw all those gift ungiven games, how does this deck feel? Oh man, this is our illusion of grandeur and standard. I love it. I didn't think we were gonna do that well, but I did so much better than some of the top tier decks I've been trying. And it's just so fun. Like landing Stillskin is really fun, right? And then having it not die and giving greed without the Falcon. Everyone sees the greed, they think Falcon. We didn't give the Falcon, we still have the, just give our opponent our greed combo, which is very enticing. And this helps us, basically get all the achievements. I didn't get the sacrifice food achievement because I didn't really sacrifice that many food tokens. The only time I sacrificed them was to bargain. So I'm going to do another game or another deck for that later on this week. But for this deck, right, we're given a lot of gifts. We have, we also give a lot of gift here, right? And we have made a lot of food, and most importantly, we had a lot of fun. This is a very, very interesting deck, and I hope I ruined someone's Christmas day by making them eat all these Greed's Gambits and Demonic Pacts. I'm just kidding. I hope that they had fun playing against this deck too. Now, if you do want to make this deck a little bit more competitive and you're okay with the quest now, you don't care about the quest as much, there's a few other things that I think we can do. Savor, I don't think we need it as much since Witch's Vanity give us food tokens anyways. Now, that being said, right, I'm trying to get food, but if we don't need the food anymore, I think Nowhere to Run is better. There's a few games with matchups, as you saw, right? I play against the white deck, where I think, oh god, if they have a Shelter by Ghost or something, I'm not going to be able to get there. If I have Nowhere to Run, I can get around that very easily, so that's one thing. Crumb and Get It, very fun card. I wouldn't say it's bad, but I think I might go down to 3 off. Maybe even 2 off, and I just want to put in 2 Day of Judgments. That's it, right? There's a few times where the board got really wide, and I had to Beseech the Mirror, and I thought, if I could just Beseech for a Day of Judgment, I could win easily there. And I had to kind of drag it out with the Greed's Gambit and wait for our opponent to sack turn after turn after turn. We still won, but it would have been a more decisive victory if I had Day of Judgment. Just 1 or 2 in the deck that I can search out, because I don't need more than that many. Beseech the Mirror is extra copy of every single good card in your deck. So I think the whole idea of the deck is I can Beseech anytime I want. Everything here almost can be bargained. So yeah, that is the whole idea. But that's really all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and have a Merry Christmas. I'll see you guys next time.